Good morning, honored guests. On behalf of Mayor Fry, members of the Minneapolis City Council, Board of Estimate and Taxation, commissioners, and park board members, welcome to the Pantages Theater for the 2026 inauguration of our city leaders. At this time, it is my honor to call this meeting to order. Please silence your phones and other noise-making devices. Our program today begins with the Minneapolis Joint Color Guard being led by members of the Minneapolis Police and Fire Departments, as well as the Minneapolis Park Police, who will usher in the elected leaders taking their oaths today. Please rise for their entry and the placement of the flags. You may be seated. The interfaith invocation is led by Rabbi Marsha Zimmerman from Temple, Israel, Bishop Richard D. Howell, Jr. of Shiloh Temple, and Imam Nasser Hamza from Tawfiq Islamic Center. It is my honor to welcome you to the inaugural ceremony for the induction of the city's new mayor, city council, board of estimate and taxation, and park board.
Good morning. To Mayor Jacob Fry, I offer congratulations on this moment and on the confidence placed in you once again to serve the people of this great city. I also acknowledge your family, the City Council, the Park Board, the Board of Estimate and Taxation, our civic partners, city staff, and every resident who proudly calls Minneapolis home. Minneapolis is a resilient city. We have walked through seasons that tested our faith, our unity, and our resolve. Yet, we are still here, still standing, still believing that our best days are not behind us, but ahead of us. Today marks more than the beginning of a term. It is a reminder of the responsibility that comes with leadership. Leadership requires listening before speaking, courage before comfort, and service before self. It calls us to see every neighborhood, every family, and every voice as deserving of dignity, safety, and opportunity. As a faith leader, I believe strong cities are not built by policy alone. They are built by people who are committed to justice, equity, and the common good. When faith communities, civic leadership, and residents walk together with shared purpose, healing becomes possible, trust is restored, and progress takes root. Mayor Fry, my prayer for you in this new term is that God grants you wisdom for every decision, courage for every challenge, and strength every long day. May you lead with integrity, humility, and a genuine heart for all people. And to the people of Minneapolis, let us continue to show the nation what is possible when we choose hope over fear, unity over division, and service over self. Let us remain committed to one another, especially in times that call for compassion, understanding, and resolve. May God bless the city of Minneapolis. May God bless its leadership. And may God bless the work that lies ahead for us all. Amen. Thank you.
Alhamdulillah, salatu wassalamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa wala. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, distinguished Mayor Jacob Fry, honored city officials, member of the City Council, the Park Board, and the Board of Estimates and Taxation, civic partners, and beloved residents of Minneapolis. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May peace be upon you all. It is an honor to stand before you today, representing the Muslim community of Minneapolis at this inaugural ceremony. This moment marks a renewed chapter of leadership for Mayor Fry, who has served our city with dedications since 2018 and was affirmed to continue his important works in 2025. We have recognized and celebrated the service of all elected officials and partners who sit at the table of our city's progress. Leadership is not merely a position, it is a trust. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ taught us, each of you is a shepherd, and each of you is responsible for their flock. And our Almighty Allah also reminds us in the Quran, إِنَّ اللَّهَ يَأْمُرُ بِالْعَدْلِ وَالْإِحْسَانِ. Indeed, Allah commands justice and excellence. These teachings call us to lead with justice, mercy, and accountability, not only in governance, but in how we treat one another. Today we honor the shared responsibilities across our civic institutions and partners who serve the people of Minneapolis with integrity and compassion. We also gather at a time of profound challenge across our city. Immigrants and refugee communities are navigating uncertainty, economic strain, housing instability, rising costs of living, global conflicts, and policies that too often feel distant from the lived realities of families who are working hard to build dignified lives. Many carry the weight of trauma, displacements, and fear, while still contributing daily to strength, resilience, and prosperity of the city. In these difficult moments, efforts made by city leadership matters. When leaders choose engagement over distance, inclusion over exclusion, and partnership over silence, it sends a powerful message that all residents belong and that no community is invisible. We appreciate the work being undertaken to listen, to respond, and to hold space for communities who have been carried both hope and hardship side by side. Minneapolis is a city of many cultures, languages, and phases. Yet we stand united in hope and responsibility. A city where every neighbor feels safe, valued, and uplifted, where diversity strengthens our fabric, and where decisions are guided by wisdom, humility, and the common good. May this new term be marked by courage in difficult moments, amen, compassion in times of tensions, and justice that reaches every corner of our city. May we continue to build Minneapolis where leadership reflects services and where well-being of the most vulnerable is measured of our collective success. Thank you, and may peace be upon all of you.
On this inauguration day, we, the citizens, elected officials, and civic partners join together in hope and a renewed sense of gratitude. We give thanks for the city of Minneapolis, for its rivers and its lakes, for its neighborhoods and its streets, for sacred communities gathered to seek the welfare of the city, and for the people who call it home, and those who are finding their way here to call it home. We turn to a Jewish sacred text from the Talmud that reflects on three symbols of peace: the river, the kettle, and the bird. The river, at first glance, separates those in conflict, the first step in the pursuit of peace, but not the last. The river also transports two fractions to a deeper understanding, to seek reflection and a listening ear, steady hands and a clear vision, washed anew by healing waters. May the mayor, the city council, and all who serve the public good build bridges across difference and work towards a partnership for the greater good of all Minneapolis citizens. The kettle represents a container, a third possibility that brings together two disparate realities and allows them to become something even greater. Water will extinguish fire, but water in a kettle over fire allows the two to live in harmony and actually promotes difference and something even better. May this new administration provide a safe and secure city where all citizens live out their potential to transform the hearts of the world into new possibilities, to use your power as elected officials to promote harmony, peace, and healing. And the bird, the most profound symbol of peace, where one living being both walks on this earth and can fly in the heavens. May we never look away from the realities of our streets, the complicated and complex problems that face us. But may we never be defined by the conflicts in our lives, but like the bird, rise above them to make Minneapolis a model city where we welcome all, a city that others look to for guidance and vision. May we fly together towards a future that includes us all. And may this day bless the mayor, the city council, and all who are here in this inauguration with wise and open hearts. All citizens and public servants with providing a democracy that not only holds in offices and ceremonies, but in the daily acts of kindness, courage, and care. May this mark a step towards a more just, compassionate, peaceful, and hopeful Minneapolis. Amen.
Bonjour, Gichimanidu, Bimose, Gnu Indisnikas, Mako and Dudem, Nisquag, Amawiz, Again and Don Shabbat. Buju wabano, nagabino, kiwedano, buju naganizimano, nanabuju, mamanana ki. Miguch kishik Jesus, tabiki Jesus, aniguk, nishwashana duda mijikiv. Kinumuna shug gichimanadu, we do kawa shug gichimanadu. Miguchawesiwa, benesiwa, mitig, zagagani. Miguch mino bima dijuan, miguch anashinabe bima dijuan. Miguch anamika anapudukwe, wabashkishi migwanakwe, mashkawizi nimbabkwe, ojawa migwan. Thank you all for gathering here today. It is my great honor and privilege to be a part of this great ceremony. I was born here in Minneapolis at HCMC in 1983. I have witnessed our city go through many trials and tribulations. I have seen it go through division. I have seen the anger. I have seen the hatred. And I have seen our people suffer. But I've also seen the strength. I see the hope. And I've seen our humanity. There's strength in that. There's strength in our humanity. Minneapolis is a great city. In today's turbulent times, Minneapolis is a beacon of hope for the rest of the world. As we move forward, I want to share the 7 grandfather teachings of our people: bravery, honesty, humility, love, respect, truth, and wisdom. Let us be brave against tyranny. Let us stand with our neighbors. Let us stand for those that are less fortunate. Let us stand together as one Minneapolis. Let us be honest with ourselves, with our community, about what we're doing to bring about unity, to move away from division, to use strength instead of fear, to use love instead of anger. Let us be humble in how we live. Let us be humble in recognizing that there's other viewpoints, that there's value in coming to the middle, to understanding and valuing each other's viewpoints. To live with love, to love oneself, to love your family, to love your community, to love Mother Earth. And to live with respect. Respect for our fellow Minnesotans, respect for all of our communities and all of our viewpoints, and respect for all of creation. To live with our truths, the truth of our culture, of our religions, the truth of our way of lives. And to live with wisdom, the wisdom of our ancestors. Here in Minneapolis, we are on native land. This land carries these traditions and these teachings with us. Let us use the wisdom of our community, the wisdom of our leaders, and the wisdom of our elders. And let us use this collectively. Today is a turning point for our future. We can do this together. I see hope in each of you. I see strength in each of you. And together, we can accomplish whatever we put our minds to. For those of you that don't know, I'm the Secretary of the Great Red Lake Nation. I've served as Secretary for the last 8 years. And recently I made a decision to not run for office again. And I made this decision because I wanted to be a better father, because I wanted to get back to being a grassroots leader, to getting back to working with our leaders, to standing side by side with all of our leaders. And I also say this to say each one of you can be a leader in your own right. We each have a role in change, and we all have that power to bring about a better world for our future. I'm a cancer survivor. I've looked death in its eye. And when that time comes, as it will for all of us, I want to share with you a lesson that I learned from my experience. That love is all that matters. Love for your family, love for your community, love for yourself, love for all of humanity, and love for Mother Earth. These are the things that are most important to us as a human species. I also want to take a moment to recognize my family. Miigwech anamika anakuduke wabishkishi magwanakwe mashkawizi nimbagwe ojawa migwan. You are the source of my strength and my inspiration. Thank you for giving me the hope for our future, for being the change that I want to see in this world. Thank you for standing by my side through everything. I have a 6- and 8-year-old daughter, and I have a message for them. I will never stop trying to change this world for the better. I will never give up, because I love you with all my heart. I will never stop trying to change our future, because your life has so much potential. And I believe in a future, a better future for our nation. One where Minneapolis can be the seed of hope for all of humanity, for all of us. We had a prophecy with our people 7 generations ago that today, our generation would help our nation heal, help humanity heal, that we would bring our ways back, and that we would help humanity solve the issues that we are faced with today. And that prophecy said that either we are to do this or the world would burn. And let us choose our destiny, a destiny of strength and hope. Let Minneapolis be that starting point. Let us do it together. Let us do it for our children. Let us do it for all of Mother Earth. And let us do it together. I thank you for taking the time to listen to me today, and I thank you for letting me share this message of hope and unity for all of us. I want to do something here as MC to kind of get all of you integrated into our celebration here. So I'm going to ask each of you to participate. So I'm from Minneapolis, as we said, and I know many of you are also from here. So on the count of 3, I want everyone to scream if we're proud to be from Minneapolis. All right? So on 3. 1, 2, 3. Please join me in welcoming our official ambassador of City's literary culture, connecting our community through the art of poetry. Minneapolis poet laureate Janata Petrus will now read her poem, Land and Spirit, Acknowledgement of Minneapolis.
To be the poet laureate of Minneapolis. I literally ran up from down the stairs, so catch my breath. But yeah, like it means a lot to represent the city in poetry, especially as a child of immigrants, as a child who grew up on food stamps, as a kid who grew up in Phillips. For me, all of these things shape who I am as a poet laureate. And I think in this moment, I'm being invited to offer land acknowledgement. And for me, to acknowledge land is to acknowledge empire and to acknowledge that we are healing from the wounds of that. And to acknowledge that me as a Black descendant of Caribbean roots, that I got here through so many paths, so much resistance, and I as a poet see that as part of the work. And I know that us as politicians, us as community members, we're all in times that are unfathomable constantly. And as a poet, I'm always going to be grateful to hold the resistance with love with all of you, with all of my elected officials. So I wrote this piece that's kind of my way of making a land acknowledgement. Thank you. There is always a before the before. Darkness and darker night, inky, limitless possibility. Backdrop was the universe. Baby, love, child. Luminous revelation into existence. The breeze was soft-pedaled and stirred dirt into life, air into breath, burn into fire, rain into water. The ancestors' ancestors tasted it. Alive and mystic, all of life's sensations, vernal pleasure. Dream was life, and life was dream. What visions lived in the Dakota and Anishinaabe, dreaming of themselves? The stars sparkled for them too. We live among their dreams. They are with us all of the time, here among us, and also the ancestors before the ancestors. Time wraps existence in night. We are here still looming and shapeshifted, breathing within us, the ancestors' dreams. Phillips wasn't always Phillips. This land didn't begin with the white man's imagination. Listen, the lives, generations, stories, and dreams of the Dakota, the omnipresence of spirit dwelling in Native kids. The ancestors whispered to them. Black girls hear their first drum from the indigenous family of this land, an umbilical cord to their own African ancestors' sacred songs that lives in their skin, even if they was snatched to live in dark and darker night. The Black girls feel African mother beats in their hearts, and they crave dirt to chew. Thank you.
Thank you, Januta, Minneapolis Poet Laureate Januta Petrus. Now, members of Cantus will perform America the Beautiful.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed his grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood, from sea to shining sea. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Above the fruited plain, America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood, from sea to shining sea, from sea to shining sea.
Next, please welcome to the stage members of the Somali Museum Dance Troupe.
ay carado barwaaqa dhulkuna uu cagaar ku siman yahay cirda ay carado barwaaqa dhulkuna uu cagaar ku siman yahay lacabay caanaha labeen kale ciduna farxaday ku ceesheen lacabay caanaha labeen kale ciduna farxaday ku ceesheen wacazuuma yartaan calmaday cawayskiyo shiriibka ii tumaa شرف لو كريي ومن دالده قلبي حيرني وطنكيا حبكاد كاغا لو قشو هاي شرف لو كريي ومن دالده قلبي حيرني وطنكيا حبكاد كاغا لو قشو قرب كل صهرايو كيما بدن تكاشا مديبي كوكوي بودي كوكو قياس كرحوني غير قرب كل صهرايو
qiimo badan tagaasha ma dhibic ku qubay oday kugu qiyaase qurxoonide quruxdii barciyo waa xariirka aliyo qoysgobehey ka dhalato haniyo qable hodakani 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 qofka dhan la araa qarnigan quruxdii barciyo waa xariirka aliyo qoysgobehey ka dhalato haniyo qable hodakani qofka dhan la araa qarnigan
And now, each elected body will take their oaths as a group. Jennifer Ringgold will administer the oath for the Park Board Commissioners, and Casey Carl will administer for the Board of Estimate and Taxation, the Minneapolis City Council, and the Mayor.
Good morning. Today, amidst the ceremony of these inaugural proceedings, our elected leaders will take their oaths of office. The oath is more than a formality. In fact, it represents all that's necessary for the foundation of a government of laws, a government that is of, by, and for the people which it serves. The oath is a solemn vow. It's a promise that binds these officials to the people of the city. Today, as they embark on a new four-year term, we require our elected leaders to make that pledge to us, that they will uphold the law, and that in doing so, they themselves will observe and obey the laws that both empower them to act in our behalf and that require them to act at all times in good faith and in accordance with the limits of the power that we invest in them. At this time, it's my privilege to introduce Jennifer Ringgold, the Park Board Secretary, to administer the oath of office to the elected members of our city's Park and Recreation Board of Commissioners.
Thank you. And if commissioners could please stand and raise their right hand. Do each of you, having been elected to the office of Commissioner of the Minneapolis Park and Recreation Board for the term of 4 years to expire January 2nd, 2030, and being about to enter upon the duties of said office, do hereby attest that you will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution and laws of the state of Minnesota, the Charter and ordinances of the City of Minneapolis and the Minneapolis Park and Recreation Board, and that you will well and faithfully perform and discharge the duties of said office for the term of which you have been elected to the best of your judgment and ability, and do this under the penalties of perjury. I do. Congratulations.
And now I'll ask the members of the City Council also to please stand, to raise your right hand. Do each of you, having been elected to represent the various wards of this city, now solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States of America, the Constitution and laws of the state of Minnesota, and the charter and the ordinances of the city of Minneapolis, and that you will, to the best of your abilities, discharge the duties that have been provided for you as members of the City Council of the city of Minneapolis throughout the terms to which you have been elected, so help you God? I do. Congratulations to all of you. Now I'll ask our two commissioners from the Board of Estimate and Taxation to please stand and raise your right hand. Do each of you, having been elected to represent the entire city as members of the Board of Estimate and Taxation, now solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States of America, the Constitution and laws of the state of Minnesota, and the charter and the ordinances of the city of Minneapolis, and that you will, to the best of your abilities, discharge the duties provided for you as commissioners of the Board of Estimate and Taxation of the city of Minneapolis throughout the terms to which you have been elected, so help you God? Congratulations. And now, Mr. Fry, would you please join me at the podium? Raise your right hand. Do you, Jacob Fry, having been elected mayor of and for the city of Minneapolis, hereby solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States of America, the Constitution and laws of the state of Minnesota, and the charter and the ordinances of the city of Minneapolis, and that you will, to the best of your abilities, discharge the duties provided for you as mayor throughout the term to which you have been elected, so help you God?
I do.
Congratulations, Mayor Fry.
Good morning, everybody. How are we doing today? Good morning, Minneapolis, and welcome to the only major press event that is happening this morning, which is, of course, the Minneapolis inauguration. To our council members, to our city council members, our park board commissioners, and our Board of Estimate and Taxation commissioners, both returning and newly elected. I'll pause. Thank you. 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 We're not doing this now. How many of you want to hear a speech here? How many of you want to hear an inauguration speech? How many of us recognize that this city is about all of us? It's about unity. It's about coming together. Let's give a huge round of applause to our city council members, newly elected. Let's hear it for our park board commissioners. Let's hear it for the Board of Estimate and Taxation. Let's hear it for every resident of the city of Minneapolis, regardless of what zip code you come from. This moment is about all of us. And so, this is not easy work. This is never easy work. It is tough. It is controversial. But here's the thing, it is fulfilling work. And I look forward to embracing and embarking on this work together. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So to our city employees, to our plow drivers, our planners, our firefighters, to our police officers, inspectors, engineers, and public servants across every department, Minneapolis works because you work. And I'm grateful to be on your team. And to the people of Minneapolis, thank you for trusting us. Thank you for trusting this team. Thank you for trusting me alongside these elected officials with the great honor of public service. This work is not easy, but it is fulfilling. It is meaningful, and you can make a tangible difference in the lives of the people that we are charged with serving. And we will serve with dignity, and we will serve well. Because we have the great honor and responsibility of representing a historic people through historic times, the uncommon mentality of a Minneapolis resident is meeting an uncommon threat to the endurance of our republic. City officials may not sit in the front rows of Congress, but make no mistake, we are on the front lines. The consequences of federal dysfunction do not stay in Washington. They land in our neighborhoods. They land in our schools. They land at our front doors. And here in Minneapolis, they have struck especially close to home. But over the last several months, we have also seen something else. We have seen that Minneapolis is uniquely equipped to lead. In August, we became the next city in a long and heartbreaking line of communities devastated by mass gun violence. And from the depths of this immense pain, Minneapolis rose to meet hatred with something far stronger: love. We decided to meet it with something stronger than pain, with love. We saw it in the resource centers that were stood up almost overnight to support families and neighbors. We saw it in local restaurants providing meals, and in first responders who kept showing up day after day to play basketball with students. More recently, we have seen it in the pro bono lawyer who steps forward to defend the rights of those who cannot defend themselves. We've seen it in the pastor organizing food drives, legal clinics, and shelter, and in neighbors who are documenting that what was happening in real time so that others could stay informed. And we saw it in something extraordinary recently. Dozens of Minneapolis Police Department community service officers volunteering their own time to prepare and deliver food to immigrant families who were afraid to leave their homes themselves. That's courage. That's love. That is Minneapolis. And in all of this, we've seen something else that lives down deep in our city, but has surfaced far too rarely: unity. Unity in the defense of our immigrant neighbors. Unity where people who were on different sides of elections stood shoulder to shoulder when it matters most. Unity reflected in calls from new and returning city council members alike, not for chaos, not for blame, but for partnership. A unity that does not search for the fault line, but for the bridge that spans it. So let us continue to find that bridge, and let us walk it together. The January winds of Minneapolis bring more than just cold. They bring both an incentive and an opportunity to come together. And anyone who has survived a Minneapolis winter understands the concept of hygge. It's a Scandinavian word that means cozy, content, and it's about community. But in Minneapolis, hygge isn't just a word, it's something that we do. It's walking down Franklin Avenue on a bitterly cold day and ducking into Rebecca's Bakery for pastries and some coffee, an Ethiopian spot that does hygge as well as anyone. You feel it the second that you walk in the door. It's skating on the Lake of the Isles, cheeks frozen, fingers numb, and then heading straight to aisles, buns, and coffee to warm back up. It's sledding down Farview Hill on the north side, laughing all the way no matter how cold it gets. And it's grabbing a drink over in Northeast and heading down to the Ritz Theater to watch Theater Latte Da performance with your best friends. Different neighborhoods, different cultures, but it's that same instinct. And like the darkness of any Minneapolis winter, we can and we will weather that darkness of this national crisis the same way we always have, together. And together also means being clear about how we govern. It means we must unite around a concept that is simple and oftentimes elusive, which is common sense. Doing what works, doing what makes our city function, doing what actually improves people's lives. And we have to approach this work with a desire to solve problems, not admire them. That means being clear. If you come to Minneapolis to commit violent crime, to deal drugs or carjack your neighbors, you'll get arrested and you'll get prosecuted. And if you come to Minneapolis because you want to build a good life in a great city, then we will have your back. We will find you an affordable home. We will help you get treatment, heal from addiction. And if you want to start, grow a business, we'll cut red tape, streamline city processes, and we'll make sure government can be a ladder to success and not a barrier to it. So at times, we've drifted away from these fundamentals, from doing the practical, sometimes unglamorous work that makes a city run. Those days are over. We are refocusing on results, on responsibility, and on a Minneapolis that works for everyone. And when you govern with common sense, when you focus on outcomes instead of ideology, you create that space to build, and we're going to build together. In Minneapolis, we know exactly what comes after those long winters. When the warm winds start blowing, the birds are chirping in Loring Park, we know what's right around the corner. It's construction. My staff really wanted me to say something like hope or renewal, or even just spring. But let's be honest. When winter ends in Minneapolis, we build. And that's not just about cranes and concrete, it's about choices. Because when winters end, we get an opportunity to build again. New buildings, new homes, safer streets, stronger neighborhoods. And right now, Minneapolis has a once-in-a-generation opportunity to build its future intentionally and to build it together. When it comes to housing, I mean that very literally. Minneapolis is widely recognized as the #1 housing city in the country, but we do not rest on our laurels because the work isn't done. Over the last 8 years, we have built thousands of affordable homes. And while doing so, we have worked to undo decades of segregation by allowing housing to be built in neighborhoods where it was once illegal to do so. Middle-income neighborhoods, upper-income neighborhoods, neighborhoods that for far too long have said not here. And now comes the hard part, accomplishing it. When we began this work in 2018, building more housing, especially affordable housing, was treated like a four-letter word in Minneapolis politics, believe it or not. For years, leaders of all stripes quietly accepted a very shameful status quo, which is that low-income housing belongs in basically 2 areas of the city, South Side area, Phillips, and North Side, and that wealthy neighborhoods were reserved exclusively for wealthy people. That was wrong then, it's wrong now. And today the politics have shifted nationally because Minneapolis shifted them first. But let's be clear. Low-income housing is still too concentrated, and poverty and services are still too concentrated. That concentration, it harms the very communities that we claim to want to help. So building affordable homes in middle and upper-income neighborhoods also is not easy, it is not cheap, but we're going to do it because Minneapolis leads. We do the right thing even when it's tough. We do the right thing even when it means having a discussion that is tough and controversial and even an argument. We do the right thing even when it ain't easy. And we must also build a city where safety in every neighborhood is what people experience. Public safety and justice are not competing values. They're shared goals. Because safety is not the absence of accountability, it is the presence of trust. As Minneapolis civil rights leader Ron Edwards once reminded us, if public safety doesn't reflect the community it serves, it can't fully protect it. And increasingly, that reflection is real. Today, the Minneapolis Police Department is more diverse than it has ever been. So is our fire department, by the way. In 2025, we added new officers and grew our force to more than 600. And by the end of my next 4 years, we will grow it even further, adding hundreds of officers while holding ourselves to the highest of standards. And the results are evident. Right now, homicides are down 16%, robberies are down 33%, carjackings down 36%, shots fired down 21%, and this progress is not a fluke. We're moving forward under a consent decree, bringing transparency, accountability, and reform that will endure beyond any single mayor. And we also know this. Not every 911 call should end with a police response. That's why Minneapolis has expanded behavioral crisis response teams, trained professionals who respond to mental health and substance use, emergencies not with force but with care. They de-escalate situations, they connect people to services, they allow officers to focus on serious and violent crime. That is what a smart, modern public safety system looks like, and we will continue building on this work over the next 4 years, and we will do it in partnership. We will continue hiring and training and building a public safety system that is constitutional, that is effective, and that is worthy of public trust. When it comes to economic development, for years we have talked about recovery. Recovering from a pandemic, recovering from civil unrest and uncertainty. But because of the progress we have made, we now have an opportunity to think even bigger. And we have an opportunity to think specifically. By the end of this term, we're going to work together, and you will see a reinvigorated downtown full of workers, residents, visitors, and large-scale events. You will see a new chapter for Uptown, driven by small businesses and arts, culture, and local entrepreneurs. You will see our city's future rising quite literally. You will see Nicollet Avenue break through Lake Street. You will see the long-awaited redevelopment of the former Kmart site, reconnecting neighborhoods that were once divided. You will see a concert at Upper Harbor Terminal, bringing people together on the riverfront like never before. You're going to see the first ever community safety center on the South Side, bringing a multitude of safety resources under one roof to serve and support neighbors. These are not pipe dreams. We are wide awake, wide-eyed, and we are hungry for results. But before I close, I want to also take a pause for a moment on something that is deeply personal. For me, for all of us. Public service ain't a solo act. It never has been. In the current climate, especially with frayed and even dangerous discourse, you file for a public office not just as an individual, but as a team. The incredible people sitting here behind me have bravely stepped forward as individuals. But in this moment, let us say thank you to all of you. Let us say thank you to the moms and dads. Let us say thank you to the husbands and wives and fiancés. Let us say thank you to the friends and family that have picked us up and put us back together virtually every night for years. Let's give it up for them. Give them a standing round of ovation if we could. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. To my mom and dad, who just, by the way, moved across the country to build a home in Minneapolis. Everything I am because of my mom. And everything that I want to be is my dad. To Sarah, your strength, your resilience, your love, your grit, all of it. For me, you are it, and you will always you're it. You will be it. And to our daughters, Frida and Estelle, you are my joy, my greatest motivation, and my daily reminder of why this work matters. You hear me? Everything we're building together as a team, we are building for you, for all of our kids, present and future, 7 generations down the line. It's about our children and all of us coming together to protect them, to give them every opportunity, and to make them know that Minneapolis is a place where they can be proud to call home. If the motto of the last 4 years was resilience, then the motto of the next 4 years is going to be opportunity. It's opportunity to build housing that welcomes everyone. It's opportunity to make every neighborhood safer. Opportunity to grow a city that works for all. Opportunity to prove again and again that our cities can work. In Minneapolis, what we lack in perfection, we make up with persistence. When faced with uncertainty, this city does not retreat. Our story is one of rising to the occasion, of embracing the winter and building through the spring. It's a story where we argue over who has the best Juicy Lucy, and where we proudly declare that Minneapolis is the best city in the entire world, where we are proud to call home. It's a city that embraces Scandinavian hygge while welcoming new Hispanic neighbors who run great businesses, not to mention the food is incredible. It's a place where we elect beautifully diverse council members, and where Somali Muslims don't just find peace with Jewish neighborhoods, we dance with them, and they even elected a Jewish neighbor as a mayor. Our story is one where we fight for our neighbors, remembering that through it all, Minneapolis is an exceptional place, and we get to live here in the greatest city in the entire world. Minneapolis, we are proud to serve. Minneapolis is rising. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And now, please stand with us to close out our day by singing Aretha Franklin's Rock Steady and bringing the North Side and all of Minneapolis into the house. Please give a big hand and warm welcome to singer and songwriter Kennedy Watkins.
Well, I'm glad most of you are already on your feet. It is my job to party us on out of here. Is that all right? Come on, let's get some Aretha going up in here. Yeah. Hey, 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 hey. Can you put your hands together? That's what I feel now. Let's call the song exactly what it is. Step and move your hips, get the feeling from side to side. Sit yourself down in the car and take a ride while we're moving. Rock steady, baby. Hey, let's call the song exactly what it is. Say, it's a funky and low down feeling. Shake your hips from the left to right. What it is that I might be doing. This funky dance all night. Woo, yeah. Hey, yeah, yeah. Rock steady, baby. Rock steady, baby. Rock steady. Rock steady, baby. Come on, move your feet now. Just put a little two-step. Come on, get out your seat. Come on and move your feet now. Hey, hey, hey. Step and move your hips. Get the feeling from side to side. Yeah. Sit yourself down in the car and take a ride while you're moving. Rock steady, baby. Yeah, let's call the song exactly what it is. Well, it's a funky and low down feeling. Shake your hip from left to right. What it is I might be doing. This funky dance all night. Hey, 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 hey. I see you moving out there. Hey, yeah, yeah. Rock steady, baby. Rock steady. Rock steady. Come on, this your time to move a little bit now. Come on, y'all. You can move your feet with me. Hey, rock. You gotta rock. Now, can you help me sing right here? I'm gonna say this. what it is that I might be doing. This funky dance one more time. Rock, say steady. Yeah, yeah, say the rock, say steady. One more time, say the rock, steady. This is the last time, y'all. Say the rock, steady. Thank you.
So before we end here, I want to take a moment to recognize this wonderful governing body here, the most diverse and inclusive city in the entire world. Let's give it up for our leaders here. It's a beautiful thing to see everyone coming together. It's a beautiful thing to see us moving forward as one Minneapolis. And with that, I will say thank you all for coming, and we're with you. Minneapolis is with you.
There you go.
Woo!
That way?